Hi there, I'm Mark Wills, educator of the loan signing system. I teach thousands of notary signing agents across the country how to build a successful notary business. And every Monday, I go live on Instagram to coach notaries one-on-one. So if you're looking for coaching on how to market your notary business, strategies that are working in today's market, and find solutions to problems you're currently facing, then these live sessions are for you. In fact, here's the latest episode. Make sure you take notes so you can implement these strategies today. Eric, are you there? What's
Hey,
up, brother?
how's it going? How are you?
Looking sharp, ready to roll.
Yep.
Out there doing something. I feel it. I see the smile. Where are we at today, brother?
Okay, so I'm gonna blow through a lot of wins. I got the Google Business Profile, top, either the first or the third. Uh, already have like five-star reviews and everything, and I'm getting the work and everything. I'm getting calls from the places that I'm going and marketing and stuff like that for the general notary work, and then continuing to do the loan signings and everything. And then I also got a response back from a title slash escrow officer that they're like, yeah, we need help and stuff like that in Big Bear, and then she referred me to her assistant, who then was like, you need to be verified on SnapDocs. Oh, you are verified on SnapDocs and everything.
So what
And
I hear, Eric, is you're finally leaning into being a farmer. I'm very proud of you. You know, you've been an LSS student and you've been grinding, and I hate the word grinding. You've been building. And like most students, you want everything to be built today instead of really trusting the process and really realizing what it takes to be a business owner. It can't be built overnight, but with patience and effort and consistency, you'll get the phone calls. But by diversifying your business strategies, by doing GNW, Google Biz Profile, following up with the title companies you've been marketing to, this is how a business is built, man. And so I want to make sure I say congratulations, because the hardest thing to do to help you students really make money, it is to switch over from an employee mindset really to a business owner mindset. And that is where the transformation that I am seeing you make right now. And so I know that, you said to me numerous times, Mark, this has to work. I get it, but you can't rush success. And so I want to say congratulations on just taking the time to do what you're doing. How can I help you right now, brother? Because you are an inspiration to me, and hopefully an inspiration to the rest of the people watching right now, because this had to work and you almost didn't trust the process. And by the way, you still need to trust the process. It's still going to grow, but you just got to do what you're doing. Lean on the fundamentals of growing a business. And that's exactly what you're doing, man.
okay, um, and there's a lot of other stuff that I'd love to share, but anyways, so the only thing is, though, is that yes, out of all the stuff that has finally materialized, and I'm working at it and everything, like unfortunately the clock has is done with. I got offered a snowmaking job,
Okay.
and that's and I wouldn't even be able
Dude,
to do this, part time, because that's like a 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., or longer, job. And the thing is that I have to pay the
yeah,
bills, and I don't have any more
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I've been out there, and I've given it the time and everything, and I see it working, but I ran out of time,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, you
So
didn't run out of time. I mean, what you need to do is reframe, right? What we're trying to do is build something that's long term and sustainable. This is a real business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. And so my point is, everyone's journey unfolds the way their journey is supposed to unfold. And so it may not be what we expected it to be, but it's unfolding the way it's supposed to be unfolding. And when you can trust the process and trust the way it's unfolding, then we lose the anxiety, we lose the overwhelming feeling. And so I love that you have to get a part-time job. Look, here's what I'll tell you, a full-time job. 75% of signing agents are part-time, period. So most signing agents aren't full-time. Most signing agents who are full-time either come back to the workforce and have the blessing of not having the pressure of a business being built right this moment, or what they do is they've built a good business around their full-time business that allows them to transition into a full-time. So there's not many students that we have where they are pressured into this happening overnight, that they are full-time signing agents. So just want to make sure I put your journey in perspective. Most signing agents that are full-time are transitioning out of being a stay-at-home parent, transitioning back into the workforce or being out for a few years. So just want to make sure that your mindset is correct, because life isn't about what happens to you, it's how you react to what happens to you. And that is business too.
How do I continue to grow and keep the relationships, even though that when there's that possibility that like from those title companies that
Yeah,
have reached
yeah,
back out to
yeah.
me,
Good question.
and
Yeah,
they finally do. They're
yeah,
like, hey, we have
yeah.
work for you. Well, it's the middle of
Yeah.
January.
Well, let me answer that question for you. So, I get this question often, Eric. And by the way, I want to make sure, again, I'm coaching you and everybody, is sometimes we feel like these are our problems. No, everyone has the same problems. You're not the only student to have a full-time job. You're not the only student to try to build this around something that works 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. You're not the only student to do. So I want to make sure you don't feel like you're putting yourself into a bubble. And a lot of students watching right this moment, you may feel like you're the only person going through, but what you just displayed to me is not the first time it's happened. So I know exactly what to do. But again, it's the mindset that I'm trying to coach right now. A lot of times we have setbacks and we feel like, oh, we're the only person to have this setback. Not even close to being true, but our mentality of that is what sometimes prevents us from seeing clearly. So I'm going to give you some clarity right now. Okay. So to set the table for everybody else watching right now is, he has a full-time job. And he's like, Mark, I've been doing my best to build relationships with realtors, lenders, and title companies. But what happens if they call me during the day when I'm working my full-time job? And the answer is very simple. It's showing gratitude. What do I mean by that, Eric? And what do I mean for anybody watching right now? Is a lot of times we as a signing agent only show gratitude when we actually got a signing to do to make money. What if you show gratitude simply for the phone call,
Right.
simply for the opportunity to do a closing? So maybe it sounds something like this, Eric. Again, this is why you have a coach, so we can get you past the, oh no, this is the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Building a relationship through a signing you didn't get is actually easier to build a relationship than building a relationship through getting a signing. So when do you think most signing agents only show gratitude?
What you just said,
When they get a closing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So do you stand out more if you show gratitude if you didn't get a closing? So
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. So here's what it sounds like. So you just get a call middle of the day. Oh no, you get a voicemail, get an email. The next day, you call them back at your lunch break. Maybe at your lunch break, you figure out how to drive down there. Maybe over the weekend, you figured out. We just got to figure it out. So how can I go over there and be like, hey, here's a little gift card to Starbucks. I just want to say thank you for just giving me the opportunity for that phone call. I know I didn't get the appointment, but I'm just thankful that you actually thought about me. And at the next time, I'd love the opportunity to jump back on there. And so the answer, the way you hold relationships, the way you hold relationships in real life, it's like you show gratitude for the moments of them thinking about you. So maybe it's an email. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. I just want to say super thank you. Maybe you attach a Jamba Juice Starbucks. I don't know. But you figure out how to show gratitude even for the signings that you did not get. And that is how you continue a relationship even while having a full-time job and marketing during full-time jobs. And you actually will be more memorable for showing gratitude when you didn't get an appointment than you would as if you did a closing, then showed gratitude. Did that land?
Yeah, yeah. No,
So,
I see.
so that's
So
the answer. So the answer is if you get a phone call or text or an email from a direct client, you decline it and then follow up with gratitude just for the appointment that you missed. That is your black and white answer. I'm proud of you, man. Everyone's journey is different. The moment you think you have an isolated problem is the moment discouragement sets in. Your problems are the same as every problem on a signing agent. Everybody sees a successful signing agent, they just don't see the journey. But I'm telling you right now, I have more students than anybody else as a notary trainer. This conversation is very normal, right? And so my point is just keep your head down, keep doing what you got to do to pay the bills, but don't lose sight of the business you've been building, man. So I'm proud of you. I'm still here for you. Don't stop, and I'll see you at Big Bear this winter, brother.
I have been going through my books because I'm going to start paying my
Okay.
taxes. And I was wondering how far back could I start reaching out to people I did signings for? Like, because I haven't been consistent about it, but I
Yeah.
still have their names written down. How do I market people I've worked with before, but so long ago?
So let me ask you a question. What do you think you would say?
To them? Or that
Yeah.
you would say to me?
You just asked me a question, Mark. I've been working for someone for 8 months, 2 years, whatever. What does your gut say that you could do, should do, and how to do it? I'm going to just coach you through that.
Because of the market drop and with business, picking up for them, something like that.
Yeah. Keep going. It's great. The reason I'm giving you this exercise is because you already know what to do. So what I want to help you do is just trust your business intuition. I think a lot of times what we do is we kind of doubt that we have the right game plan, and 9 out of 10 times it's correct. And so I'm jumping on here to support that whatever you think you should do is the most likely the right answer. You're exactly right. You talk to them like, hey, if you're busy, I'm your girl. I worked with you 8 months ago, 8 years ago, whatever it is. Reinforce we've had a relationship. Reinforce that I've done signings for you and had no errors. So my point is there's no fancy answer outside of you know what you got to do, and I'm trying to help you trust that intuition. Because what we do a lot of times as new entrepreneurs is we kind of almost not trust what our gut says. And the truth is you know what to do. You know how to leverage the rate drop as your point of conversation point. You should probably leverage the fact you've done business with them in the past. You should probably leverage the fact, like, remember what I did for you here. Remember the signing I drove 18 hours for, whatever. Like, bring up things that build your credibility, because unlike going in cold, you actually have a history. So just bring up the history. But my gut tells me that you already kind of knew that. And my job is just simply to kind of encourage what you already know what to do, because you are good at this business building thing. You're just not trusting it. And that was kind of where I was leading on that. That makes sense?
Yep, that's definitely how I feel about it. So I'm trying to trust more and do more.
Yeah, I mean, look, so I mean, email, text, phone, whatever it takes, just call them, bring up that conversation. And your gut is in the right spot. Rates have dropped. You're right near at a 12-month low. And so if you're busy, I'm your girl. And that's how you enter the conversation, and you end it with all the credibility of what you did in the past. Like, I did error-free signings. Remember, I've
Yeah.
done 14 signings for you. Remember? And so you start with the rate drop conversation, and you end with the credibility you already have, which is, I've worked for you before. You know my level of service. You know my expertise. You know I don't miss signatures. Oh my gosh, so glad you called. I'm going to mark you preferred.
Okay.
That makes
Thank
sense?
you. It
And I'm going
does.
to end with this. Trust yourself. Did that help at all?
It did. It makes me feel uncomfortable, but I think that's part of the growing process.
I'm going to end with this, okay? You ready? You got
Yes.
two choices. You got two choices. You ready for the choices? You
Sure.
could be great, or you could be comfortable, but you can't be both.
Yes.
Okay, so you know which path you got to go down, girl. So sometimes we go away from what you just said. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Cool. When you're uncomfortable, you know you're going down the right road. That's my coaching.
Oh, it sucks. Okay.
All right, well, I'm here for you, but literally, you know what to do. Trust it. You have a beautiful smile. Your energy's great. Like, your job is to figure out, how do I transfer that to the person who's already given me business in the past.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust yourself. Unlike some of our other students who call up with no history, you have history. You got this, girl. People are rooting for you. Start rooting for yourself. You got this, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Let's go. I tell every loan signing system student when they walk in, the hardest thing that I have to do to help you grow is to stop thinking like an employee. See, as an employee, we are taught not to trust our intuition. We got to raise our hand every single time you want to question. Every time we want to color outside the lines, we got to get permission. So what happens is when we become business owners, we stay inside those lines. And your job is to paint outside the lines. You got to trust your intuition. That's what we're taught not to do as employees. But 9 out of 10 times, you know what to do. So trust yourself. I trust you. So when you get on here, sometimes I'm going to make you say the answers because you know what the answers are. Can we stop overthinking the business? Everybody always asks me, Mark, what is the secret to building a notary loan signing agent business? And you ready for the answer? It's you. Most notaries will not get out of their comfort zone. You got two choices. You could be great or you could be comfortable, but you can't be both. And there's so many notaries who choose to stay comfortable. That's why they don't make money. No, the market's not saturated. No, there's not too many notaries. It's a you versus you battle. You are the secret. You are the magic. Most notaries stay true to staying comfortable when you got to stay true to growing. You got to do it scared. Hear me right now. Scared is what you feel. Courage is what you do. Let me say that one more time. Scared is what we feel. Courage is what you do. Get the courage to start telling people that you are the best chance for them having the best notary where they live. I believe in you. It's time to stand up, stand into your own, and tell every single person where you live, I am the best choice for your notary experience. Because the only difference between the signing agent making $10,000 a month and you is the signing agent makes $10,000 a month has simply told every single person where they live that they're a notary signing agent. So you could be great or you could be comfortable. What decision are you going to make this week? I love you. I believe in you, and let's go. Bye. Have a great week. I hope you got value from this one-on-one notary coaching session. Make sure to attend the next coaching session next Monday on my Instagram page. And if you're ready to get started on building your notary business, click the link below to join the loan signing system today. If you like this video, hit like, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. Let's go.